Hey, I hope you're all having a great day today. At least a better day than those working over at Polygon, because Polygon was just hit with a huge round of layoffs. Now, for those of you who don't know who Polygon are, they are a gaming journalist outlet that posts some pretty terrible gaming articles. I mean, some of them are alright, but there is a lot of just, honestly, I can only really describe it as rage bait articles. I immediately remembered the name Polygon because they were the people who tried to claim that Elden Ring was sexist because of the Melania boss fight. No, I'm not kidding, that's a real article by Polygon. They were also the same people that slandered Ninja back in 2018 by claiming he was a bad person for refusing to play with other female streamers, even though that was out of respect for his wife. They also made tons of articles claiming that toxic males were the problem with gaming and all sorts of other shit. So it's really no surprise that, a ton of layoffs are happening and they're getting sold out right now. When you make low quality garbage articles that are nothing more than bait and you attack the very people that you're supposed to be catering to, yeah, this is kinda bound to happen, man. You think this shit would be Business 101 and anyone with more than 2 brain cells to rub together would be able to figure this one out, but, I guess Polygon had to figure it out the hard way. So we're gonna be going over an article by PC Gamer, and yes, it is the same PC Gamer that shilled for Avowed by saying it is best enjoyed if you ignore the shitty frame rate, which is not something you're likely to hear from a PC Gamer. Gaming website Polygon sheds staff, editor-in-chief departs following sale to Game Rant owner Valnet. Vox Media has sold Polygon, the gaming site it founded in 2012 as a new kind of website built on new technology backed by a new kind of media company. Gaming website Polygon, which was launched by Vox Media in 2012, has been sold to Canadian publisher Valnet, owner of Game Rant, Fextra Life, and The Gamer, among a number of other online entertainments, sports, and hobbyist publications. A substantial number of Polygon staff members have been laid off or quit, including site co-founder and editor-in-chief Chris Plant. "I am no longer with Polygon," wrote Plant in a Blue Sky post. "If you're hiring, please consider the many talented writers and editors now on the market. Every one of them deserves a spot on your staff. I won't be talking more about the sale because I wasn't involved." I mean, I don't know if I'd hire the same people that caused the company to end up getting sold off, but that's just me. Doesn't seem like a good business investment, that's all I'm gonna say. Among the other exiting staff are Special Projects editor Matt Leone, who has been with Polygon since its founding in 2012, and wrote its celebrated oral histories of Street Fighter II and Final Fantasy VII, senior reporter Nicole Carpenter, who focuses on long-form investigative reporting, and curation editor Pete Volk, who said that he was let go along with just about everyone else at Polygon. Polygon was Vox Media's third publication, founded in 2012 as a new kind of website, built on new technology backed by a new kind of media company. Central to its mission was bringing more long-form features and investigative reports to gaming coverage, and it has since expanded into other entertainment and culture spheres. But if you actually stuck to gaming coverage and made good articles and didn't attack the very people who were supposed to consume your content, you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in today. But hey, trying to reason with some of these companies in the industry is like trying to talk to a brick wall at this point, man. You're not gonna get anywhere. And I find it hilarious when people act shocked when things like this happen. What the hell did you expect? The addition of Polygon not only strengthens our editorial muscle, but also amplifies our ability to deliver unmatched value to both audiences and advertisers, said Valnet CEO Hassan Youssef in a statement. Okay, well let me ask you this. If Polygon really gave that much value to the customer, why are they getting shut down / laid off / sold off, whatever you want to say? It's because they didn't offer that much value to the customer. The only times they were ever talked about in recent times is when they made some outrageous claim that pissed people off, and then people dunked on them. In April, Valnet sued media outlet The Wrap over an investigative report which characterizes the publisher as a digital sweatshop calling the article an inflammatory hit piece. The Rapp's legal counsel describes Valnet's lawsuits as inconsistent, contradictory, and meritless. I mean, to be honest, inconsistent and meritless are two words I would use to describe Polygon. The 2020s have been turbulent for gaming-related media. The Washington Post's gaming section launcher was closed in 2023, and Vice's Waypoint was shuttered the same year. Long-running US magazine Game Informer was unceremoniously closed last year, but was reopened by a new investor this year. Other publications have faced acquisitions and layoffs, as Polygon has today. Also this week, Fandom has temporarily paused a Giant Bomb live streaming as part of a strategic reset and realignment. Kotaku reports, Fandom acquired Giant Bomb in 2022. But now it's time for my favorite part of these videos, and it's time to see how people are reacting. Dungeon Crawler here says goodbye and good riddance Polygon, showing 3 articles of them, I think, calling Wizards of the Coast and D&D racist or some shit. Next up we have Polygon has Polygon, with a bunch of dancing crabs as a gif. Next up we have for anyone thinking Polygon ever needs to be taken seriously, with a picture of Disney's hottest animated animal characters ranked. Big Fry here says, and nothing of value was lost to gamers, feel bad for the people losing their jobs, but also sites like Kotaku, Polygon, and others weren't covering games in good faith for years. Yeah, I agree, and for me, I don't know, I don't feel bad for the people who were making, like, the malicious articles, like that one I was talking about with Ninja. For those people, it's like, yeah, good riddance. S.A. Rivera says, learn to code, Polygon, with a laughing face. Yeah, basically put the fries in the bag, but another way of saying it. Matt Jarbo says Polygon has always been a thorn in the side of gamers. Pushing narratives over facts is something that they are very much known for. Valnet is terrible, and this is too damn funny. Oliver says Polygon along with Kotaku represented the worst of the worst video game journalism. They turned video games into exhausting culture wars, talked down to their readers, and employed people who evidently did not want to write about games to begin with. Nothing of value was lost. I mean, let this be an example of what happens when you disrespect your customer base. You get sold off, you lose your job, you get laid off, and you have to put the fries in the bag. I don't know how many companies are going to need to learn this lesson the hard way, but, you know, I have a feeling it'll be a lot more. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't, leave a dislike and tell me how I'm wrong with a mean comment, and I am out.